Yeah, no, it's just the fact that I didn't mind at all. Like re-streaming yours whenever I wasn't streaming that much, but why not? I haven't used it in that long. I'm actually more curious to see if it actually connects to the restream correctly. You ever used it?
Hosting, surely whenever you start live streaming, it just automatically starts.
No, because I use Restream. So basically, I stream to Restream, and then Restream sends it out to like all of the platforms at once. So it's YouTube, Twitch, Nico, fucking goodgame.ru, which to be honest probably is down at the moment.
I thought you were just using Twitch's inbuilt.
Nah, because I use OBS to send out, and then I actually Restream from, because the one thing I was never interested in was actually getting like a Twitch partnership or affiliate, because they kind of like lock you into only using them. So I was like, fuck you, I want to stream to everything.
I mean, streaming to Twitch on its own is enough for me at the moment.
Oh yeah, but that's the whole point is that Restream doesn't actually like take any more bandwidth. You're just sending out one video stream and they split it for you. So they basically work as like an intermediary. So yeah, it's Twitch, VK, Good Game, Mob Crush, Nico, YouTube, and Facebook.
I forget that there's Facebook gaming.
Yeah, so did Facebook.
Wasn't it Facebook or something? No, it was Mixer that bought out your man
Ninja,
wasn't it?
Yeah, and then a year later he's back on YouTube or back on Twitch, and he made all that money, he had the amazing contract, and then immediately they shut down Mixer, and he was like, I still got paid.
Oh, because he's not bound by contract at that point, is he?
No, well, the company ceased to exist, so therefore contracts null and void. And one that he had like very, very stringent parts of it. We're going like, if there's any decision of change, like I can immediately just drop out of the contract and still take my money and run.
He played it very smart.
Oh yeah, some of those top streamers really did. I mean, to be honest, the amount of money he probably made just from the Fortnite collab thing alone, like, crazy.
Oh, that's right, because he's got his own player.
Yeah, he's got his own skin now. Yeah. Well, no, they were chatting about like 4 years ago now.
Fortnite's been out for 4 years, at least.
What? It's like closer to 8, man.
Is it?
Let me just check here.
God.
Fortnite launch date. Because remember, it originally came out as the Save the World thing. Yeah, it's been out since 2017, so 5 years.
Oh god.
Because the Save the World thing came out first, and then the Battlegrounds was essentially just because PUBG was getting made in the same engine, and they were like, right, we'll help PUBG get this sorted out. And then by the fact of actually like the company that made Fortnite, well, made Unreal, is like, is it Unreal or is it Epic? Can't remember which one it is. Whatever it is. The engine that actually runs it all was essentially just stand there going like, yep, we'll help you fix that problem. We'll help you fix that problem. And then as soon as they were like, well, we fixed all those problems, put it in our game.
And now it's better than all of them.
No, apparently it's actually, the game is literally in perpetual crunch though, to keep up with the content updates. Yep. Can you imagine that?
What is in like crunch time?
Yeah, perpetually they're like, the people are working 70, 80-hour weeks just to kind of make sure the content comes out on time for each of their releases. Like it's perpetual, so there's like, they're just milling people through the company. People come in, work 80-hour weeks until they crash out, and then they just leave the company and then move on to somewhere else. But because there's actually a high regard for being able to survive X amount of time within the industry in that way, you immediately get a job somewhere else that is a lot cushier.
Yeah.
I think that's what the theory is, but there's plenty of people who just burn out and just quit the industry. I really need to see. I don't know if Jason Schreier's actually wrote anything about Fortnite's crunch culture.
Shouldn't be allowed to do that to someone.
I had no mods installed for this before, and all the troubleshooting is pointing towards mods.
Oh, love this. from 2019. Epic abusing workers with obscene crunch periods to maintain Fortnite success. And guess who it was that actually did the video? Stephanie? Stephanie Sterling.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, when was that video?
2019. You know, it's like, it was mentioned in 2019. It's probably still going on right now.
Oh, more than likely.
3 years ago, whenever the game had been out for 2 years, they were in crunch. They're in crunch 2
Attention all
years
Arcs
into the fucking
defenders.
game,
We
into
are
the actual
beginning a
public release of the
counteroffensive
game.
against dolls appearing in the Alio region. We request the participation of all Arcs defenders.
Fortnite forced a sizable portion of its workforce to work 70 plus hours a week. Probably at least 50 or even 100 other people at Epic working those hours. I know people who pull 100-hour weeks. The company gives us unlimited time off, but it's also impossible to take that time off. If I take time off, the workload falls on other people, and no one wants to be that guy.
Ah, so it's peer pressure.
Mm-hmm. And no, that's BioWare. Let's talk about it. Rockstar Games talking about the crunch for Red Dead Redemption. See, the problem is, like, most of these stories, they actually, like, they get so little information to work from. They get, like, one quote from an employee, and then they have to actually kind of, like, fill out the rest of their article with other examples of this shit happening. I'm like, no, I came here to find out what they've been doing.
Yeah, specifically that.
You know. Yeah. So Polygon interviewed a dozen employees at Epic, and unexpected success of Fortnite forced a sizable portion of the workforce to work 70 plus hours a week.
Not even rich that upon my worst enemies.
I just crunch working
What,
times.
crunch?
Yeah.
How much did you enjoy The Witcher 3, Jenkins?
I love The Witcher 3. I know.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but
Yeah. I understand why it happens.
yeah.
Companies are bastards.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I want it to happen any more or less.
I love this. Spokesperson for Epic Games added that the average contractor overtime at Epic is less than 5 hours per week. They also consider time that people spend in the office, possibly going to the gym, as time off.
No.
So as long as you stay in the building, it's not considered time off. That's just not cricket.
I was gonna say that when I was looking at the potential
It's mid-daylight fever. Oh, dude, am I about to crash out? No! I did.
torture and RPG too.
Fuck. Gonna have to actually quit out of the game and come back in again. ESO2's been having a while of crash issues in the last couple of weeks. Basically, they added a way for you to actually, like, take part in an event from anywhere in the map. And whenever they did that, everybody just dives into a place at the same time, and then just inevitably causes people to get disconnected. This is just like, there's no space for you whenever you arrive.
Oh, the Batmobile's back in Rocket League.
Nice.
Probably
I suppose with a new movie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you anybody see the trailer for Flash yet?
No.
Do you care?
No.
Okay.
I
Like,
didn't
there's-
even know there was one.
Yeah, I didn't know there was one until I was at somebody's house last week, and they just shoved a phone in my face, showing me the trailer. And I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't really." Hang on, well that's interesting.
Was it spoilery trailer, or did it?
It promises a lot, and I'm unsure how much of it's going to actually deliver.
Okay.
Do you want to hear one thing?
Go for it.
At the very end of the trailer, he reaches over at a tarpaulin and pulls it back, and it's really obvious that he's in the dark Batcave, but it cuts away before the tarpaulin comes off the vehicle. But just by looking at the way the tarp's lying across it, you know exactly which Batmobile it is.
1960s.
No, it isn't. It's the Michael Keaton 1989 Batmobile, because it's that big, long, monstrous, dick-shaped thing that he drove around in. Like H.R. Geiger drew a Batmobile.
1-5 failed to validate and will be reapplied.
The implication in that is one of two things. Well, less Batverse, more Batman Beyond. Because if Michael Keaton's coming back as Batman and they don't want to do the whole de-aging, defacing, whatever,
Oh yeah, make him do Batman Beyond.
do Batman Beyond, and it's like that is the perfect idea. He looks more like that Batman now than any other time.
Like I've said that to Gareth. If they're doing this crap, here's an idea.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton either the Joker or make him old Bruce.
Old Bruce. Old Bruce is perfect. Fuck, even have Jack Nicholson. Have Jack come back for one more bit as the Joker.
Well, what is Batman Beyond? Like,
It's Batman Beyond is Batman of the
Terry
future.
McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis, yeah. So basically, Batman's like in his 80s. He's long retired, and a kid breaks into Wayne Manor
Attention
and
all
steals
Arcs
the Batsuit,
defenders.
the modern
We are
Batsuit of
beginning
that
a
era.
counteroffensive
And
against
it's like
dolls here in
basically
the Helio region. We
like a
request the
technological marvel of a
participation
suit. It's like
all
a
Arcs
fucking
defenders.
exosuit on top of actually just being the Batman suit that he's actually normally wearing. And Terry McGinnis becomes Batman over.
That
for a
sounds
few
like
months.
Bruce Wayne really does need to go to therapy for fucking introducing.
Too many kids, man.
adolescents to
Like, it's
danger.
way too many kids adding them to daydream.
Like, who the fuck does he think he was kidding designing that suit
Welcome.
for an adolescent? And he was like, no one's gonna get this.
Well, the thing was, he did
I'm just making it for me.
In the
No, you're
original
not,
ca-
Bruce.
in the original cartoon. He did actually wear that suit for a short period of time, but his heart condition caused him to actually have to give it up because it put too much strain on his body. It was very well put together. It's like it's one of those shows actually going like, this should not work. This is actually ridiculous. Oh well, actually no. I kind of like I like the reimagined villains. I actually like the new villains. I actually like the world it takes place in. Okay, the art design's a little bit weird, but fuck it, their heads look like oblongs. That's okay.
I don't know where I got. Well, I got the.
You got it in mine somewhere.
I got the original Mason mines. I then added 99 torches to it and made it a flaming mace.
Jesus Christ.
And spinny fire, lethal return, the corridors like that.
Mace, I asked you a question.
Nope, I can't play this damn game.
Is this part of things? It does.
I should just fucking fire USBs to you, Chris, to copy fucking 144 meg for me.
Literally at this point.
Show me where it is. Yeah, sure. Escape settings.
What? Oh, does Restream get rid of the text chat? The fuck?
Wouldn't be in your snaps. Common.
You try joining off of me by any chance? No.
Oh, both. Just wasn't happening. USB pen of holding.
Pen of holding. That's actually, well, I mean, it does feel like that whenever we get most USBs. You're like, why do you have literally a terabyte on you? And it's a tiny thumb-sized object.
In Steam library, Steam apps, common.
What I'll do. Yeah.
I'm doing this.
Big games, apparently. I couldn't find it going the other way, so I just went into Steam and then opened the side location.
Yeah, that's probably the easier way of doing it.
I just want that whole file there.
Copy the whole thing to Crabby. The worst thing is if it's actually like a DLL file that's actually not in the main game folder, but it's somewhere else in like your Windows system that's missing.
Why is it on that? Why is it reading kilobytes a second?
Probably just the number of files. It's doing like 1 kilobyte for each one of these tiny motherfuckers.
Attention all ARC defenders. We are beginning a counter-offensive against dolls appearing in the Alio region. We request the participation of all ARC defenders.
Yes, Strike, did you plug it into?
It just hacked itself. Not to be fair, I didn't plug it into one of the better USB slots.
It's probably, whenever it's like taking forever, it's probably because it's doing the really tiny files, so that's what it's doing.
Wave file. They have waves of motion now.
Well, yeah, this is a very, very scary See what I mean by background?
Our no context is actually probably going to be a poster. Did anybody question it? Nope. Oh, well, I mean, it's somebody just showing off their balance edition, whatever. That was the last game I was playing on Twitch. Metal Gear Rising Vengeance. Holy shit. Fucking going back a bit. AverMedia do really good built-in PCIe capture cards. I personally like swear by them. I will swear by them until they actually give me a sponsorship.
So when they do give you a sponsorship, you'll just go immediately off it?
Oh yeah, potentially. Just because I just spiked because I've been wanting one for fucking 5.5 years. Yeah, I have most of the gear that I use is actually AverMedia. They were back in the day. They were actually always like the secondary ones because Elgato was the big name. But AverMedia never ever made a bad card in my opinion. I don't think they've ever actually made a bad capture card. Back in the day, they used to do Dark Crystal cards, which were a standard for capture within like industry stuff, like if you're doing like from camera captures. And after the Black Crystal stuff, they started doing gaming gear. They actually the live game was pretty solid. but they still do USB and external cards, but they like their PCIe capture cards. I don't think I've ever lost a piece of footage or actually had a major crash issue with any of their PCIe cards. And I've used 4 of them in the last 7 years. I would actually send you one of my spare cards from back in the day, but they have all been cleaned by some other motherfucker over the years. That's how good they are. That's a lot of different kinds of work. That's fine. Wait till it gets to the dolphin stuff. I mean, the whole stuff, yeah, man, you don't even know, man. Steely's out of I'm waiting for that to happen, like, developing put a shit ton of weird stuff into a game that has non-video game, and just wait for people who are into ARGs and shit just to find it. There was the Kanye West RPG. There's a thing. So basically, it was like Kanye West RPG, funny meme game, but it actually was like a intro tool where you actually fill in your personal information, and a organization or a group of people got in touch with you after you provided them information to like their database, and it was basically meant to be I think it was actually meant to be like a cult recruitment thing. It was actually hidden as a meme game. I mean, he would have been even more intense because the game was not very positive about him.
Well, I was going to say he's been awfully acting up with angry.
I just think in general, he's plenty of issues, and he's very, very open about it. But it's just like people keep listening to him, and like, give him a moment just to get over his kind of mania, and he'll calm the fuck down and move on to the next thing he's gonna do. Is that who she ended? Who she was with afterwards?
Yeah. Which is why he went after.
Is Pete Davidson that guy from like Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Right, he was in the Suicide Squad maybe? Right.
Yeah.
He's like the guy who created. Sorry, I don't know how fucking actors are. Oh yeah.
You know, all the mature stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because he's well known for doing a very mature stuff. Yeah, that's more money that keeps that. It does feel like literally the kind of things like just the definition of more money than sense. But I mean, he has like the one thing I've seen about him just being very clear, like I have mental issues. I'm like, yes you do. Your clarity and vision right now is very, very good. Do you keep taking meds, and do you actually kind of manage yourself? No, other people just ignore you and keep on saying yes. Well, there's your problem. I honestly don't know. I have seen interviews. That's the thing. Like, I'm going long enough for an interview. Yeah. The people who feed into it. it's one of those things where like no harm to him until it actually becomes disruptive to a bunch of other people. I'm like, I don't even care if it's actually other celebrities. You know, deal with it themselves. We're all fucking celebrities.
Yeah. See what Prime was doing better than we expected.
Yeah, I heard about that. Was it actually the like because of like bad mouthing them, or was it something else? I don't think that's completely their fault because they're all doing a horrifying shit to each other by design. He was just not well enough for another movie. Yeah.
At all? Positive way?
And being back in that same social group again, I suppose would never actually got that moment. So is that actually is it specifically against the production company or against other actors? It was actually like they were
I think it's
executive producers on it, I suppose. So that top end production staff, like above the line. I mean, in a lot of ways, like, I mean, it's probably, like, the fact where they, like, because I couldn't imagine that a lot of these guys are completely clean. Like, there's plenty of them that are actually, like they're clean sober for a long time, but it was like, yeah, I'm clean sober for long periods of time, and then whenever we do this shit, I'm back. Couldn't imagine that environment ever being anything. It's just like just for like the mechanics of keeping your body going after doing some of that shit to yourself. You're like, yeah, that's probably how it would go. I mean, for insurance purposes, they can specify stuff like that, though, that you actually do stay on programs or whatever else. That's one of the things that decades ago. There's entire movies that have literally just been shit canned because their main actor has just gone off the fucking wagon in the middle of production. Yeah, that's literally exactly what his case probably was. Quite possibly. I mean, addiction is actually like considered a chemical dependency of any sort, really. That could be anything from his actual medications to whatever else.
Oh, no. His disability's ADD.
Wait, what?
Margera said that he took prescription Adderall for his attention deficit disorder and that the medication...
That's what he wants to get them on.
It seems like a big... I'm no professional in any way, shape, or form to comment with any gravity on this, but it seems like he's pissed at the fucking... the crew, or as far as for his exclusion, based on his requirements, which he had to satisfy to participate for insurance purposes, and either they rightfully or wrongfully disagreed with his taking of Adderall. He was like, "Oh well, you can't do that."
They were telling him not to take Adderall.
I don't know. I'm just reading what I saw there.
Just whatever's in the actual article. And the worst thing is, like, most of that's actually like terrible reporting, unless it's actually like direct court reporting, where they actually like almost do verbatim what's being said. It's entertainment press as well, so.
Personally, my takeaway is he still steamed at the crew for not being allowed to participate because he failed to meet the requirements for the insurance, and he's taken them to court. Is my takeaway.
Yeah.
Don't understand whether or not he was discriminated upon or not. That will come out in the wash.
Yeah. I mean, structurally, that's what it sounds like, definitely. So. But like, I mean, no matter what, that's the way it's going to be portrayed.
He was bad-mouthing them for ages, and he also, I think, there's Tremaine, and who's the other one?
What, the two head of production guys?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not Jones. Might be Jones. Yeah, because Tremaine's the one that always books.
No, it's not Jeff Tremaine that always books. That's Lance.
Yes, the cameraman. But there was a lot of Tremaine talking head stuff in this one. In the latest one, I believe. Anyway, him and Spike Jones took out a restraining order against Bam because Bam threatened them and their family.
Fuck. Okay.
So
that's a stupid decision.
This was before, I think, him deciding to sue them. So that's what it seems like. You got salty, had a go at them, and then decided to get nitpicky about how to get back at them.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That becomes actually at that point, it's not actually about the issue. It's about how can I get them. And you're like, right, you've lost track yourself even, which is kind of shitty. But I'm actually literally just looking up Jeff Tremaine's filmography here.
Honestly, at some point there, Negan's either gone to trick a gnome into turning into stone, which I recall encountering a gnome.
Yeah, because there's a little stone gnome that's out here.
Ah, that's what that was. Apparently I tricked it into turning into stone, got me an achievement.
Nice.
Maybe
There.
phobia.
I'm having to parse through this article to find out. Under the ADA, such an impairment, disability can include alcohol addiction or previous drug addiction.
Yeah, so chemical dependency of some sort.
Previous? So he's still considered to be protected by the ADA for a previous addiction?
Well, because it's like a lifelong survival thing to actually stay sober afterwards, I suppose.
Yeah, I understand. I was just trying to think of it on face value, because if you're a former or recovering, say like I don't know.
But the same thing if you actually were on a long-term medical treatment of any sort, because I suppose sobriety is actually the treatment for alcoholism.
But it was the previous drug addiction bit that I wasn't expecting to have read. But anyway, it probably is previous booze and other substance abuse issues.
Yeah, that's why I said chemical. Just anything that's actually probably gone through a system. We got very thoughtful. It's actually started to sound like a podcast where we're just discussing the topic and actually like doing minor research as we go along. Sorry about that.
No, I kind of like it.
What are we adding gravitas to your stream?
You're making
We're adding gravitas. That's about it.
Little bubbling, fucking chin pipe bubbling in the background now.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
20 seconds.
Well, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, on Prime Gaming at the moment, since we're going to actually just like be on the Amazon Twitch teat, you can get Stellaris for free from GOG Games.
There you go.
Guy dragons, fury swing, wither beasts,
Back shortly.
ear claps.
What the hell are you looking at, Chris?
The files transferring over to Matt's USB.
It's literally just the
I
bubbles.
was just reading them all, like, whenever I looked down there, just a few seconds before it ended, one of them was goblin screams. It's like, what the fuck?
Why do we need more than one?
Yeah.
You should always need more than one goblin scream.
Well, yeah, it was screams, and then there was a number beside it. I didn't read down out the numbers, it went too fast.
Goblin Screams 73.
Yeah, but the thing is, whenever they actually do that, you can guarantee there's actually like probably some guy in the office going like, "Man, we need like a dozen goblin screams from you for like Tuesday. I'm like, I got you, fam. He's like, goes into one of the dark corner closets and just sits there screaming into a mic for a day and a half. He come back and he's like, I give you 172. It's like, fuck it, we're putting them in.
I gave you 172. My voice is fucked. It was worth it.
It's not even that. He just comes out with a whiteboard and the fact that'll end up.
I died how I lived. Sounding like a goblin screaming.
Death Goblin. Ooh, some call me Johnny has a video out.
Thank you for your contribution.
Can you make more of them, Jenkins, or do you have to find something to craft it with?
I have to get a mace. But
You always need to go mining or go cave diving.
we will need to go cave diving. I think I can make a mace though. If I can make one, I'll do one for you now.
I'm wondering, is there a way I can play audio from one device but not all devices?
Pick that up. I want to pick that up. I want to pick that up. I want to pick this up and this for the time being and have them all over here. So if I put one here, one here. Where did you come from? I think I'm fighting your ghost. Because I moved your gravestone that was sat over here, so I assumed that was your ghost that came in. Oh, I want that closer.
I wonder how many people are actually using Twitch, like literally playing PSO2 on Twitch. It's one of those things I never look up these days. 76 people.
It's unfortunate. I don't know what's wrong with the other guys. Lost connection. Oh, here we go. I have an issue.
Oh, wonderful. Let me see if inviting you helps, Chris, just in case
Hold on.
that's what's causing it.
Multiplayer. Try again.
Okay.
JP.
I can't fit. Yeah, let's see.
Global.
Try it again. No, I can't join.
Global.
What version are you rolling of the game?
Settings. I don't know.
Pretty sure that's changed since I last looked at it.
Where would it tell me? Usually it was like
In
save
the
somewhere.
main menu it says.
Exit. Okay. Save and exit. Main menu.
Bottom left.
1434.
Yeah, you're in a different version. Whenever I restarted the game there, it went up to 1435.
Oh, there's an update.
An update came out, but like that's probably, and it's actually is updating right now to fix that problem. It fixed the problem while you were actually just sitting playing the game. Holy shit.
That's fantastic.
Matt now needs to download an update now that he copies it across, yeah?
Well, I guess he got my version of the game, which would I assume would be updated.
I bet.
No,
He
but it
won't
must
need
have
to
happened.
anymore.
I won't need to anymore. It'll work because it's the right version. Jenkins was a version behind.
Holy
It
shit.
only updated since I came off to copy the game for Matt. It updated to the version. Whereas if they had continued to copy the version, yeah, they can delete that. Because I guess the version he would have deleted would have been the updated one.
And that's why, so all of these were actually on the newer version and the host was on the wrong version? Holy shit.
Well, me and Chris were on the right, but we're on
Yeah,
the same
because
version.
I must have managed to join you before that update became available. And then as we were playing, it obviously was available to update, patch update. And it didn't affect me until I logged out. Brilliant. Fantastic.
God damn.
No wonder Ben was there right there. Poor bastard had no chance. Fucking brilliant.
think you couldn't have timed that any
That's
perfect,
ridiculous.
any more perfect.
And I wasn't even to realise that, man, but I happened to look down. It was like, one of them numbers looks different. Which is it? Bastard.
Oh, there we go. See if we can join Chris. It might be invite only, because I don't know what setting I clicked.
Lost connection.
Oh, let me go back to the main menu then. Let me just double check and make sure I'm definitely on the right version.
That and that you've picked, like, open world.
Save and exit. Yeah. 1435. Right, multiplayer. Host and play.
Oh, that's mad. How far behind this is.
God damn. That's crazy. Right.
So we'll see. See, you know what? Start the game again. Right, sure. Let me see.
It's not as if the game takes a year to load, like.
1436 now. Let me see.
That's mad. That must have been like a wee bug update. Bug patch or something.
Ooh, wait. I spoke too soon. Hold on. Whoop.
There you go.
Need to get a bed down so it's
Okay.
not appearing further up that tree.
Well, I think that's problem solved then, isn't it?
In theory, we'll know as soon as Mac gets back. Oh, flags move too.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's why I stuck on. I
Sure,
stuck
they
one.
get a tiny change.
I don't know. They've done so much to this in such a small amount of time.
Little tiny gnome. I'm trying to mine the gnomes.
Just getting some rock off of them. You're getting the gnome's rocks off.
I am doing no such thing to a rum. To a gnome.
I can't remember how big a bedroom needs to be to attract one of those to turn up on it.
You see this, where this flag is, that's the room size. From this to that door.
So where the flag is, it would be a wall.
Yeah.
Yep. With a light and a bench and a chair.
Yeah.
What up?
Hi. We fixed the
Hello.
problem, Ben. Try and join.
Easily
No
fixed.
problem.
Problem solved.
We don't talk about what the problem was, Ben. We just join.
We just move on. Just join.
There was no problem.
Eh,
Start referring to the problem as
There
the event.
was.
I like that they've added that ruler as a feature now as well. The build ruler.
Oh,
You
have
have
they?
to have that too. Whenever you have your escape menu opened on the very left, below hotbar lock, at the very bottom of that, ruler off on. It's just there now.
It's the one above it. Block swap. And then
So
toolbar.
basically, whenever I was going down there, placing that timber wall in the shaft below ground level, I didn't have to mine out the walls. It just replaced them with the wooden one.
right.
Noah, this is not a phallic building. This is a tree.
What are trees? Phallic plants.
Full of seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the entire issue. Oh.
That is the entire problem.
Like, but you couldn't have wrote that, like, no way.
You couldn't have predicted it or guessed it.
So what was the problem then?
I was running a version behind.
Yes, that's why none of these could connect, because he was running the wrong server version.
So
we weren't the problem.
No, you weren't the problem.
So, me and Chris were running the same version of the game, and I didn't know that an update had come out in that time. So I just assumed, oh, okay, there's something wrong with your internet. And then Matt started having the issue. And then we discovered that the problem was not your internet.
The calls were coming from inside the house.
It was from inside this building.
Inside your bedroom?
So Matt, you probably don't even need that USB. I think you might
Spectacular. So if I had have copied the files over, I'd still need the update.
Yep. It all over again.
Good thing I forgot.
Pick up the garden now.
We'll call that a Jenkins jam.
Clip it.
I don't think there's really any not accepting that.
Remember, Jenkins, how you said that I wasn't very good at technology?
please be avowed. Please.
I will download this. I am creating like loads of little, basically stream highlights of anything that I find interesting. And I'm
Excellent.
just gonna upload about 7 or 8 of them up to YouTube at the same time.
Good idea.
We're going to be backgrounded here.
Yeah.
Supporting actors. Supporting actors. Once he starts his Patreon, we'll all be getting paid.
Oh,
Or is it-
there's a
or-
squirrel.
Either it's going to be
OnlyFans.
either that or an OnlyFans, and I don't want to be paid for that one. So
I'm not involving anybody in my OnlyFans, alright?
I mean,
Englishman fucks his friends for 2
would
hours.
that would that be any different?
It's just pictures of fans.
Not that there's nobody else involved.
You probably could actually get money for it.
Just OnlyFans, literally, it's OnlyFans.
There was a guy who actually opened a was it a porn tube or a red tube channel that literally was just him being very polite and like actually going like the best boyfriend experience ever. This is like 5-minute videos of him like cleaning the dishes and regrouting the bathtub. And
Why would be regrouting the bathroom?
I don't know. It's like essentially like it's maybe like a whole plumber kind of fetish thing, but then it's also your boyfriend doing something really nice for the house. That's why don't ask me. It wasn't made for. That's just the video that existed.
Oh, listen, like that one where she's like trying to do the whole, and you're like, oh, you can clean my pipe. He says, well, I'll be an extra 20 quid. Yeah, and you've also got some rod behind the sink there, moaning and that sorted out.
Yeah.
Just maybe I could use your wrench. Just wrench isn't needed for this job.
And just like completely unaware, doesn't actually like realize. There was a whole animation about that as well.
You can maybe clean my gutter. Just I'm not a gardener.
No, I don't do gutters.
Right.
But I know a guy.
I need to head off for a little bit and get a cup of tea or something. So I am gonna be back.
Enjoy your tea of shame.
Oh, it's not a tea of shame. You never add shame to a tea.
And it is. You do if you use rich tea. The shame biscuit.
I will be back in a little bit.
We have freedom to talk, or are you keeping it going?
I'm gonna mute the Discord and everything, so you can't be heard on stream.
Ah, good.
If they would like to continue, they can check us out on Pastiche of Skin, twitch.tv. Stream snipe!
Subtle, very subtle. I like it.
all two viewers. Alright, back in a bit.
I don't even think I'm actually. I don't think I'm actually broadcasting audio, am I? Oh, I am. Never mind.
I really forget how to play Terraria.
Alright, now that he's gone fucking.
And where's the blog? Did we all get turned into mods in the chat? Hang on, let's just go and check here.
Whoa. Ow.
my defense.
Was a nice
No,
defense.
then don't bother.
Oh, that was his defense.
I don't have.
Oh shit! Get somebody get in the tower.
Welcome!
Oh yeah, also something. Wow, Ben, you're so bad with technology. Why couldn't you?
See you later!
I was running at that point though.
Christ.
What a retard.
Let's actually do this. Let's do Relentless. Fuck it.
I do not remember how to play this game at all. I was just that busy playing
Baby's toy.
starting to figure out Stardew.
Stardew?
Yeah. I don't even know what I use money for. I'm just killing slimes that come to the house.
Use money to buy your own phallic tree with blackjack and hookers.
Ow. Squirrel!
Squirrel! Oh wait, yeah.
Go to the top floor, to the apartment store. And buy more at the
Wait,
apartment store. How do I?
How the hell did I get that?
Here, go up. Oh god. Here you go, I bring gifts. I do not know how to drop gifts. How do I drop?
Trial start.
Left click and then right click it?
Like, so whenever you have a left click on your life pointer, and aim direct.
Yeah.
Success. PSE burst. Success. Oh shit, I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Oh, we got a thing inside, kind of looks like a jumping. PSE climax.
Yeah.
Added witches.
Ah. Fresh. Fresh as she comes. Kill the scouting.
Yes, yes, do so. Farm the entire map with a single swing.
We could just do that one either way. Just definitely get the big these cards just so yeah, be busy.
So simple, isn't it? It works at Bethesda. I need to switch my screen over so I can see group chats. I didn't even think to move it. There we go.
Trial start.
After all that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like, we still play for 5-10 minutes. How many balls did you bring? That one and that one. I closed the store for 15 minutes?
Target eliminated. Good work.
Ja. Random.
Success.
Green slime battle. Give me all of the things that's tiny balls and let all log off. Yeah, I heard of something. Yeah, I heard of something. It's killing thing. The boy here, I go kill the game.
Robulax? Oh shit, what name of the card? When you think murder, think Robulax.
Oh, hey, 9 torches will kill us on that. It's really confused by it, okay?
Who?
Drink them out again. Look at yesterday, like.
Up in here, who?
Who's on first?
Who's
on first?
The hell you do? Oh, zombie. Bad zombie. Get it. Seriously, see that's what we think of dealing with windows. He walks up to the door, knocks it, and he just walks off and come out with his sword and start attacking.
You hold his witnesses up in your
Yeah.
with it to come back with swords.
Yeah, they're delicious.
You're supposed to be religious.
They're that too, but they're religious about their maliciousness. Oh shit, what was that thing? What the hell is he? Was that you?
Me now.
I freaking scared the shit out of me. I thought it was some sort of like...
Oh, that's me.
Scared the shit out of me. He's got a horse as well.
It's a unicorn.
Gets on the unicorn, flies away.
Fucking waiting for a random spawn to happen. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Face monster. No, thank you.
Keep your face, or do we have spare faces to give?
Trial start.
I find an entrance
Guarantee that's gonna be a nice place to go.
Oh,
The holiday home. The best places are actually made up of scrolls and places.
What's the best
Nowhere.
bit, Geo?
Castle Grayskull. Fear Zone.
Success.
Door stuck, door why are you open? Yep, he just walked right in. How do we close doors?
Right from them. But they should open and close automatically on black sheet. And then you can like click and then it'll open and stay open.
I found a big crimson area.
Is it like a specific biome? Is the Crimson biome or something?
Trial start.
Oh yeah, it's a specific biome. You can go down
Go back here.
Wonderful. What's the 9 words you can't say in broadcast television?
Success.
rectangle.
Daffodil.
Bandersnatch Cumberbund?
Cathedral City.
Pimpmobile.
Fail now. Should you think of that? What's that?
Bandersnatch Cumberbund?
Rather sad cucumber patch or something. Yeah, that's odd. Isn't he from Shrek? Yeah, what do we do False Stars as well? Maybe I'm being somewhat there. What are you doing, James?
Cul-de-sac Bumblebee?
Yep, that's it. better sword. I can't remember how to make anything.
PSE burst. PSE climax.
The adventure is back.
What are you talking about? Fucking that cave I was just in.
Like the boys. I would take it, but I gotta log off here shortly, so I wouldn't really do. Something to kill. Here we go, kill it again. What? Either good for 30 people or just working as a player. Or that might be right at the start instead of putting down the line. I sense Moida. Aaron's getting potion. Jeez.
Fucking wrong kind of dog, for fuck's sake.
Trial start.
The wrong kind.
I'm probably going to get myself killed here chasing after a bird.
There's 2 lightning dogs I want to fight.
What the hell is that? Is that a slime of a bird?
Is it when it rains you get goldfish?
Let's walk up here. Are they Robocod?
No, they're not James Bond.
Success.
Not even his aquatic being?
No, not even.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly where you find fish.
oh.
Don't touch the stuff.
Water. Filthy stuff. Fish business.
I was acutely aware that we were live off by track
Success.
What's
I
that?
don't know what their
Filthy peaches.
I don't know what the crack is with them and swearing.
Actually, swearing's pretty solid and Twitch, they don't really mind it. It's only if you're actually planning to take the content from this into like YouTube, then you kind of have to wear the completely setting for advertising purposes, you know. It's because actually children will watch a video for less than 30 seconds and they're not engaged by it, then you kind of give them the getaway point of going like, yeah, it's advertising to be played on this and children aren't watching it. But if you swear within the first 30 seconds, you're automatically flagged for non-advertiser friendly.
Oh, and I wonder how Philly DeFranco gets away with his intro then, or how that affects him.
Does he swear in his intro?
Like, what's up, you beautiful bastards?
The thing is, Americans don't think bastards is actually that big of a thing to stop saying. I mean, because they're like the same thing with Game of Thrones. Like, bastard's not a bad word. That's actually what it is. The bastard is a bastard, and right? No. I mean, say that somebody walk up and go, like, "What's up, bitch?"
What?
Yeah, we didn't see that as well.
Angry dandelion.
You were killed by an angry dandelion?
I didn't know that was possible.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen Undertale?
Undertale? No.
I wonder if that's
Chloe from Undertale.
But I played Cuphead.
That's exactly the same.
I think so.
I mean, culturally, they came out at the same time, right?
Well, I just meant for the content of an
Oh, yeah.
angry flower.
Oh yeah, there is actually it is actually literally an angry dandelion in Cuphead, isn't it?
It's a good boss fight actually. I need to go back and do a better attempt on it.
Did you catch the TV show at all yet? Not a fan.
It's the preview play for a little bit.
The theme tune, yeah, the theme tune's super catchy. There's a couple of very good episodes, but on the wrong side of it, it's like, oh wow, this is just trying way too hard to be Animaniacs / old vintage cartoons. You're like, no. The best two episodes are the one with Chalice Girl and the Halloween episode where they're walking through a graveyard. Like both of those are just solid good episodes of any kind of cartoon show. Oh, and the one where the devil just keeps on putting in Nestor whenever he tries to take Cuphead's soul.
Enemy presence detected. Please be careful.
There's no, and it's not really based on anything. It's just like in that era, kind of like, well, what do you call it? I can't even remember the name of that. It's not Disney. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you say that's like a Fleischer comic cartoon or kind of a Barrow cartoon. But it's like I can't remember what you call that particular story. Yeah. Betty Betty Boop. That's kind of like where it's surrealist comedy.
Yeah, like part of the reason I like Cuphead was the animation style, and this one's too clean. It doesn't.
It's for economy of lines, man. To make it cheap enough. We try to mimic the movements, but it just doesn't look the same because it feels very, very bending lines rather than actually redrawing the lines each time.
That's how it started.
But then in the end, if it would just look, it was like the same way like the like the Cuphead clone games that started coming out, where they actually like they're aping the Cuphead style, but they obviously aren't hand drawn. And you're like, I can tell the difference.
You play something.
Put it in one of your numbered slots and like have it in your hand and then place.
I'm peeping the pixels. I can tell.
Oh, it's just not working.
What is it?
I'm trying to put down the banner. My banner.
Oh, you did it on the...
Trial start.
Ah. Oh shit, there's a slime got into the house that's coming up.
Yeah. I don't mind the character voices, but they're kind of like I actually like Mugman. I like Mugman's better than Cuphead's. You know, like there's like one of the voices actually works better than the other. They definitely get vibes of like the Mario and Luigi cartoons in the fucking 1990s of them more than anything else. That's what it feels like. It's like, oh, Mario.
PSE burst. Success.
The actual, like, the show ends. I like just out of fucking nowhere, where it's like the 12th episode is. It's just like, oh, episode ends. That's the end of the season. Oh, wait, the fuck? I have a wild feeling that specifically the DLC was meant to be out before the show came out, or they meant to come out at the same time. Yeah, because Chalice Girl's in the last episode of the TV series, and only the last episode. Have you seen Deviant Olam's sous vide steak thing?
No, I had to watch somebody cook a steak with preserved lemons.
Oh, nice.
So, enjoy the rest of your Terraria Tom Thriller.
Got you, Marm.
Must just be everybody gets
PSE climax.
Recipes on YouTube.
Yeah, man, mine was actually like I was watching how to make bao buns about like 2 days ago, or no, 2 days ago, it was a week ago now. Fuck, that's how long it's been. And I made them twice since. Whenever the lockdown started, I was baking like a motherfucker every week. I haven't watched the one on that video yet, but I don't know how to do
I bet that last thing I made it. The last thing I made it was everything I know. Oh, that.
Damn, man, murder was worse.
I think possibly the last thing might just be like chicken tikka masala from the scratch. No, I did it from scratch.
I do love occasionally just making from scratch an actual fucking lasagna. Yes.
Yeah.
So, that is literally 3 days of fucking food each time you make it. You're like, yeah. Always worth the effort.
Red stuff.
I'll figure it out more. I have no idea what component I'm missing.
Right. Save and exit.
There we go. Oh, that's right, there's mods as well.
Have you got mods running?
Not yet.
A whole new world.
There's also music. We'll have a look at mods at a later date. It's too late to consider that.
Welcome!
Well, I mean, you just got stability on the server as well. Would be a good start.
No, I don't want to keep everyone awake in the house.
Right. Be playing for Aria.
This is PC screaming, that's what it is.
Well, the way I'm looking at it, this is my stream world, so when I'm playing this world, I'm live on Twitch.
Yeah, that's what.
That's fair. I just like the idea of your PC screaming, running for and a brick are you playing on? Like,
screaming every time the mob comes in.
1 FPS.
Oh, I'm gonna shut off here. Right, gentlemen. See you later.
Good night.
Bye.
Are you fucking serious? The prices have already gone up again? Fuck me.
Prices.
Come to the marketplace for this fucking video game, man.
Oh.
It's like it's basically it and the Russian ruble are competing with each other for inflation. Rabbit yellows, not ale yellows. Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Shit. Should I go with Ranger or Force? The thing I'm going to be leveling. Just pick one of the two. A or B.
Hey.
A. Force it is.
Good luck.
Didn't look at all. I think it's easy.
I believe that's
It was.
Terraria tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Later. Thank you very much.
Litters. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking, I'm not just was I streaming, I was also recording, so it's fucking a hard drive space. Why does all now we start recording now? Like settings have changed in OBS.